Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, the Messenger FX, the one born to be berserk, returning yet again with another great video. If you still play Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, you're forever in crisis. Something's not right. I don't see you as a true Final Fantasy fan if you play this garbage gacha game. And no less participate in the disrespect that is the 2B crossover event. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, nah. This is some disrespect like I've never seen before. I mean, Square is so desperate that they really got to shoehorn in 2B just to get people to play their garbage mobile game. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is one of the most milked-to-death games of all time. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Just the fact that compilation of FF7 exists is proof of that. This game has been milked so hard because they knew it had that, success. It had that mainstream appeal, so they knew they had to cash in. But this is getting ridiculous, y'all. And even with that remake garbage coming out, and with Rebirth coming out and flopping like I've never seen before, here comes Square still trying to get the losers to just consume the next product. It's insane. And I just feel so bad for 2B because Square Enix really just treats her as like some fucking stripper. They're like, okay, no one's playing Ever Crisis right now. The game's forever in crisis. And what we need to do is we need to call in one of our best girls, and that's 2B. She can really get the job done. She can do the parlor tricks, show them a little panty shot here and there, get the crowd going, do a little pole dance here and there. And yeah, they're definitely going to buy into it. We're going to let them play as her as long as they spend crazy money trying to wail for her, and on top of that, if that's not enough, if we let them use her costume for the other female characters, oh my God. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. The virgin simps, man, they're going to enjoy this shit. The virgin weebs are going to enjoy this shit. And I'm just looking there in disgust like, oh, you poor girl. Oh, Square Enix is treating you horribly. I'm sorry. That's what your character has become. Just another character to be sexualized all day long and nothing else, nothing more. Instead of actually trying to come up with a new Nier game, you're just going to pimp her out. Oh, that's truly disgusting. I'm sorry. That's just beyond disrespectful. And Square Enix has been falling off for some time now. I mean, the Final Fantasy franchise has been dead for years, for a long, long time. Even before 15 came out, before 16 came out, it's been dead for a long time. But now it's even more dead than ever. In this day and age, people still only care about Final Fantasy VII and no other game because Final Fantasy VII is the face of the franchise now. That's all people care about nowadays. All the casual losers that never played Final Fantasy in their life, got started with 7. They played the remake or Rebirth or some other related game and they're like, oh man, this is so cool. I never cared about turn-based combat games, but Final Fantasy VII is so much different. Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, you fraudulent ass gamer. That's terrible to me. I remember a time where we had great Final Fantasy games, Remember 4, 5, and 6? Do you remember Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10? Great, incredible games. Yeah, I do. I remember. Because I actually played them. I actually went through them, like what a real fan does. But these losers just don't care. You guys forgot what made Final Fantasy so great in the first place. But no, we just got to keep playing the same old bullshit remaster games, these garbage spin-off games, these garbage gacha games. What do you do to that? What do you even do with that? It's ridiculous, man. Square has completely lost their way, and they're never coming back. That's it for them. You know, they've already taken that dark path, and unless they get some new blood in there, they're going to just keep doing the same nonsense over and over again. And of course, the losers are going to be lined up. You know, they're going to be hiding in their little rocks somewhere. And once they hear a new announcement for some trash, they're going to be peeking out their hole like, oh, the new Final Fantasy game. Oh, I have to get that, man. I have to get that. Ooh, let me get it, man. Whoa. And I'm just looking at those losers like, oh, man. Oh, that's truly desperate. That could never be me. But yeah, with this being said, Ever Crisis is just not worth playing. You know, this crossover event is just literal garbage. You know, not worth your time. If you never played Ever Crisis before, don't let this event fool you. You know, this is not enough to make the game good. You know, this is a gacha game we're talking about here. So, that's when you know you can't play that garbage. You can't be playing that trash. Hell no. But yeah, with that being said, Hideyuki here. The Rebelling Rose, the Messenger Effect, and until next time, I'll see ya.